Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm DazzlinDave, and this is your international fan reaction. Wolves 1, Manchester City 3. It's a good one, some great reactions from around the world and guest UK representatives as well. Look out for the t-shirt that Wolfman Jeff from Alabama is wearing. I'll put a link to that in the description box below. But without any further ado, let's go around the world.
Hey Dave, Wolfman Jeff coming at you in the office, still at work, just finishing up here. There was watching a match, someone just makes all sorts of comments on YouTube while the match is going on. Thanks for doing the live stream, Dave. Hey, I got a new shirt. Woohoo! That's about all we can celebrate today because that was a rough one. Man City, they came prepared for us. We're going to have a great year, but our players and things that are coming together, they're just not all there yet. We have at least two key players not there. And so that's fine. Hopefully this will be the last time we see Traore play wingback for a long time. And looks like we're getting Semedo in and Hoover. He wasn't available today. Boy, I wish he could have been. I think that could have made a change. I am a little concerned about Marçal. That right there is probably outside of losing the match. That's actually bigger concern for me, is if we don't have him there. Vinagre did what he could, but as he proved today, he's no match for the top teams. He's good mid-table for lower table, but I'm not sure about top teams. So we need to get Marçal back and hopefully healthy. And we got to get some other players there. I think if we've got our wings lined up, and today they were out, and that just really slowed down our movement. It looked better later on. Podence, I think my man of the match. His movement, he created a chance, just opened him right up, created a header for Raul, and that was the best moment. And that last goal, though, by Man City, the 1-2 coming back to get that one goal kind of felt like, okay, we're pretty good. But that very last goal, like Man City is rubbing it in, that was a little rougher. So, hey, Dave, thanks for doing these. And it's going to be Sunday. It's going to be a brighter day. We're going to have, I think, more options. And we're going to be in London against West Ham. And, Dave, we just love playing in London. So, hey, come on, you Wolves. This has been Wolfman Jeff coming at you in Alabama.
Hi Dave, Andy in Melbourne here. As you can see, the sun's actually shining and we've got daylight. Given it 7:15 in the morning, it makes a change from being at stupid o'clock. First half terrible, didn't think we were in the game at all. They played us off the park with and without the ball. I was a bit surprised we didn't go with three in the middle. I thought we got a bit overrun at times and they just took us apart really. Second goal, knife and butter spring to mind. At half time I was thinking that my video was all going to be about this wonderful tree that you can see in the background, which is called a lemonade tree. So the fruits start green like limes, then they go yellow so that they turn into like lemons, and then finally they turn into oranges. So great for fresh fruit, great for cooking with some fresh lime and some fresh lemon juice. However, back to the football. Second half, much better. Thought once we actually clicked about that 55-minute mark and we started to create some chances, I thought we were in with a shout. Probably should have scored with one of those two chances that we created, but hey, that's the nature of the beast, and when you play Man City, don't take your chances, they're just going to bury you. Thought the third goal at the end was a bit harsh, didn't really deserve to go down 3-1, but that's how it finished and not a lot we can do about it. Man of the match, difficult to say. I thought Traore was very poor in the first half. Second half, when he seemed to get a bit more forward, he was good. Podence, I thought, played well. Was unlucky with the chip of the keeper. But I think my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Patricio. He pulled off a couple of great saves that probably really did keep us in it. And without it, we'd have probably been dead and buried well before the end. Anyway, hope you have a good day. And welcome to Melbourne sunshine. Cheers.
Hey guys, it's Aidan Purcell checking in from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. I'm just sitting down to do a little bit more work from home after watching Wolves Disappointing performance against City. For a while there, it kind of looked like we were going to do a bit of magic against them again. And to be fair, probably should have in the second half. Completely different side than in the first half when we came out looking tired and leggy. And some of the individual performances and man marking and positional kind of play was a bit concerning, to be quite honest. Players kind of getting pulled out of position. I'm not really sure if I'm a fan of Traore in that wing-back position, but obviously there's some help on the way. Yeah, just a little disappointing in the first half. Looked really disconnected, looked really all over the place. Now, credit to City. Obviously, they do that to clubs. That's why, that's why they are where they are. And they could have been up five or six or whatever in the first half, but they weren't, and we came out and should have been at the very least level. At the very least, there was certainly a couple opportunities that we should have buried, and I'm sorry, but there's really no excuse for that. That's just poor finishing. At one point there, we had 10 shots and only 1 on target. That's just not good enough. So hopefully Nuno's got them at shooting practice all week this week. But, it is what it is. On to the next one. City's certainly a great side who's going to push, if not win the title this year, in my opinion. We've got a ways to go. The consistency bothers me. The consistency and lack thereof certainly bothers me. But we trust in Nuno. And like I said, on to the next one. So... Wolves we'll bounce back from this one and be better and stronger in the next match, and hopefully we can come out with 3 points in the next match. We certainly need to have a better start than we did last year. So that's kind of my feelings on the match. A loss, a well-deserved loss. Could have been better, but it wasn't, and here we go on to the next one. So hopefully everybody's doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay away from each other, wash your hands, all that fun stuff. Cheers, guys. Aidan Purcell from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada, signing off. Cheers, guys.
Well, DazzlinDave has asked me to do this video on behalf of the UK, and I'm here in sunny Wolverhampton. Look, I think we all knew it was going to be a tough game tonight. Man City coming to Molineux, and I think we undone it ourselves really, because we give away an easy penalty really. Saiz went to ground when if he'd have stayed on his feet, I think, he didn't need to make the tackle. He did. Obviously, they scored the resulting penalty, and then a few minutes later, Foden scored and we're 2-0 down. And I think we're all guilty then, thinking actually, we could be in for a bit of a hammering here. It could be 3 or 4, but we did seem to pull ourselves together, especially in the second half. And the positives are that Raul and Pedence linked up well. They did against Sheffield United last week, where Pedence whipped that ball in and Raul with a great finish. And today it was the same. Pedence, Megs De Bruyne got a great ball into Raul and it was a goal. And all of a sudden it's game on. But sadly, it wasn't to be. And, I think there was a few players off the pace tonight. Traore is not a right wing back, as we know. We're going to sign that player from Barcelona tomorrow for 29 million quid, so that's that problem out the way, and then Adama can get upfield and do what he's good at. Patricio made a great save at the end when it's 2-1, and then sadly sucker punch right at the death, 3-1, and it's a little bit flattering for him, I suppose, but the best team won, so no complaints from us. Keep getting behind Nuno, keep getting behind Fosun. Still fantastic to watch. No panic station, still early doors. Over and out.
Hi Dave, hi everyone. I hope you're all doing fine in these days. Well, we had a bad day yesterday against City. Of course, there are reasons why we lost. First of all, we showed too much respect against City. That's why they found lots of positions instead of they scored 2 goals in the first half, and we couldn't had enough press in their defense. In the second half, when Adama played in forward in midfield, we found lots of positions. We could find the score before than 90 minutes. So 25 goals of last seasons came from Jota and Doherty, but this year we need to find scorers instead of them, That's why we have to do something, and Podence and Neto also another place should score to more than last year if we want to play for top 6. I'm sure that if Semedo comes in this week, so our right side will be good and Adama could be more effective in attack as well. But we shouldn't forget that after 90 minutes we all saw that City tried to waste time. So when we looked the first half, we tried to show too much respect, but they tried to keep even 3 points in the last minutes to waste time. That's why next games, I'm sure that the players will be more stronger and will be more confident to win, as how we did last season, and Nuno will work for it. So yesterday we lost, but I'm sure that we will gain too much from this game. Thank you.
Hello Dave, fellow Wolves fans. Brian from Hatchel Samran in Thailand. Wolves 1, Man City 3. Result was right. We were second best. Man City were the better side over the 90 minutes. Basically, it all started in the first half. We was never in it. I can't even remember us having a chance apart from Raul heading over. Apart from that, forget it. In the first half, it was just one-way traffic. Oh, what was Roman Saïs doing? Ball was played along by the edge of the area, and it was either going to go out for a goal kick or it was going to be shepherded away. But for some reason, Saïs lunged and Kevin De Bruyne, left his trailing leg over it. It was an easy decision to make, but he did make a meal of it, Kevin De Bruyne. If it weren't for Rui Patricio in that first half, we could have been about 4 down. Second half, typical Wolves came out and got back into the game, and in about a 6 or 8 minute spell, we had 4 chances. Podence turned, swivelled, hit it just a yard wide, and then ran and chipped it over the keeper, went on to the roof of the net. Raul had a chance but seemed to side foot it away from the goal, and Neves got his left foot. Basically, if it had been in right, it might have been on target, but Podence nutmegged Kevin De Bruyne, and that'd go on Soccer AM with the proverbial nuts. And I imagine it'll probably be shown a number of times during the season, because he don't get many nutmegs. But yeah, he nutmegged him and chipped it in, and Raul stuck the ball away. But after that, I don't think we really created anything. They seemed to slow the ball down. City pass and movement again. Rui saved us a couple of occasions again in the second half, and then they got a deflected third goal, in added time, and over the 90 minutes, Man City were the better side, but it was just that first half performance atrocious, But hey, we're only 2 games in. We've still got about 36 games to go, so we're still sort of like a top half table team, and onwards and upwards, move on. Well, my man of the match was Rui Patricio, as I say, because could have got a heavier defeat if it wasn't for him. But onwards and upwards to Man City, West Ham on Sunday. Take it easy, guys. See you, bye.
Hi Dave, hi guys. Andy here from Montreux in Switzerland. Sad defeat at the hands of Manchester City. They were the better team overall. First half, they were definitely the better team. We didn't really have our act together. We gave possession away a lot. It was a clumsy foul in the box in a position where it didn't need to happen, and it was inevitable that penalty would be converted. Second half, we came out with more spirit, more gusto, played much better. There were a number of times where we could have scored and we didn't, and you really need to score when you're in that position, in those kind of position we were creating against a team like Manchester City. when it did come, it was a great move by Podence, good nutmeg, good cross, great header by Jimenez, but it was a little bit too late, too little too late. And there's always the risk of concede another one on the counter or on the break, and that's exactly what happened at the end. My man in the match, Podence, and we move on, 1-1, 1 lost.
Yeah, g'day Dave and fellow Wolves fans, it's Keith from Melbourne, Australia here. Don't know if you've heard from Andy yet, but here's my opinions of this morning's game. What a load of rubbish. I don't think I'm going to be a Lone Ranger with that one. Just garbage all round, first half. Second half was, I guess, a little bit better. At least they scored, but then conceded late anyway. So we're going to have to really improve to break into that top 5 or 6. That's just not on. Last week obviously proved to be a bit of a flash in a pan. So let's hope they can get back to winning ways this week against West Ham. Certainly can't play any worse than they did in that first half, surely. Anyway, that's enough for me. See you guys. Bye. Always Wolves.
Hey Dave, Dave with New York Wolves here. Well, my brother pointed out many years ago that Wolves never win on our family's birthdays, and today happens to be my lovely wife's birthday. So, it was pretty obvious where today's match was going to go as soon as Sky announced they'd moved it to today. But first half was absolutely terrible. I struggled to think of a match where we played so poorly in a half as that. Saïs's challenge for the penalty just about summed it up. It's just terrible. Couldn't string 2 passes together, giving the ball away. And I suppose at half time we were actually probably a little lucky to only be 2 down. And then second half, much better, played really well. I had some great chances, and I'm really disappointed we only scored 1. We very easily could have repeated December's heroics and overturned a 2-goal lead against City, but sadly it wasn't to be. And that last goal right at the end there, I think made the score look a little more comfortable for City than the match actually was. So I guess onwards we go. Traore's looked bit of a misfit at right wing back. I think he can do a job there against weaker teams, but he's certainly not the permanent solution. So hopefully Semedo is coming in tomorrow and will be the permanent replacement for Doherty, which I think will give us a much better foundation at the back. So let's just forget about tonight. Played well second half, had some chances. It's over. Let's move on to West Ham and hopefully get back to winning ways. So that's it. I will talk to you again soon.
So thanks to all the guys for their contributions for this one. Do you agree with their thoughts? Do you agree with their man of the match? Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you want to get hold of one of those t-shirts that Jeff's wearing, check the description as well. I'll check on the store on my channel. And so yeah, if you want to get involved in future for your country or as a guest UK representative, let me know. And don't forget to check out the fantastic work that the Wolves Foundation do as well. So from myself, Dazzling Dave, until the next one, always Wolves.